How's it going, YouTube? Just thought I'd do, as always, a little bit of an update video. Sorry, there's a cat in the background playing with her toy. Yeah, I'm still here. Channel's still going. I mean, to a certain degree, it's just checking in. I'm not doing as many, sort of regularly update videos about me practicing what I'm doing. If you want to see what I'm doing the same thing. It's, if you look at the earlier videos, like from the first year of the channel, I'm still doing the same thing. So, but I thought I'd give you an update, let you know how things have been going, what's been going on. So yeah, I mean, been playing a fair amount of golf, because we had the big storm up here, and the courses, 3 of the courses were closed out of Bethpage. I mean, we're still lucky. We have 2.5 of the courses were closed, so we still have access to 3 other courses. So I was able to play golf, but they're a lot more packed. So I finally started getting out last weekend and went out this weekend. I went out this week. So I'm able to get out about 2 times a week. Tournaments. So I've played in 2 tournaments so far. I hit the ball really well at the first one and didn't play, got exposed on some short game stuff. I could make a bunch of excuses about not knowing the course and conditions, but I just got exposed. So I shot 80. That being said, I hit the ball really, really well. There was a lot of local knowledge on the course. I know I said I wasn't going to make excuses, but here I am. That definitely tripped me up. But, I hit the ball well. It was just good to go out there, see what happened. Played another event, again, didn't hit the ball as well, but again, short game stuff, exposed me in a bit, shot 78. But it was a really tough day. I beat some really good amateurs. It was the Long Island Amateur. And I beat some really good mid-amateurs and now newly senior players, well over 50, let's say. I tied them or beat. So I was sort of in the middle of the pack, to be honest. So, while those scores don't sound great, there was definitely, positives to take out of it. And then, yeah, so what I've been doing now is, going back and just drilling some short game stuff. Probably got into a couple little bad habits that I really didn't fully, stamp out in the spring. I was up in Canada, and obviously the spring was, we were dealing with much more important things like a pandemic rather than me tightening up my short game. So my short game was actually really good. It's just a couple little chips. I got a little bit, a little 20-yard touch wedges. I tried to get a little too fancy on. Rather than just playing for a bogey, didn't hit them well, or maybe saw it in one or whatever, and ended up with doubles. And then a lost ball on a hole that I didn't know the layout, or it was an overhanging tree that I didn't realize that came into play as much, so I ended up losing the ball. So just little things like that. I was using Scotty Cameron, and it had those oversized grips, those Matador grips or whatever they are. And so I missed a couple short putts. I've missed about, they were really fast greens on one. They were 11 and a half on the stem and dried out. So it was great to play on conditions like that, because as an amateurs, we don't get to play on conditions like that, but pros do. So I switched the grip out, and I was just playing with it yesterday. I putted really well. So we'll see if that continues. So that's a nice development. But yeah, so I'm probably putting some footage here. So when I go out, I'm just practicing, hitting drivers, working on drivers. So you'll see me do that. Working on trying to hit a lot more greens in regulation. I'm working on irons. I'm still working through the stuff that George Gankis gave me. Maybe not so much on the backswing things, but trying to work on my, getting the club face a little bit more shut coming into impact, in the mid swing, because I'm really open, and that causes me to flip it. and that's been really helping. And then, videotaping myself and just going through my routine, making sure I'm using my scope, which is new to me. If you haven't followed this channel, I stopped playing competitive golf, let's say in 1986 or something like that when I was 17. Played a little bit of golf in the mid-2000s, but really just got the bug again recently, and now that I'm over 50, trying to get back into playing competitive golf, with an eye on, when I turn 55, to, try to do some stuff on the senior amateur, not do some stuff, but, don't embarrass myself. I'm not embarrassing myself now, but I'm still, definitely getting my footing, let's say. But these are good. It's good. I'm having a blast. So, state of the nation is, I'm just plugging away as always. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Hopefully, you guys have fun seeing me, trudge along in public with my tail between my legs sometimes. But my scoring average is already better than last year. So, I've only played 2 events, but I'll have another couple events coming up in September. And then, and both on Seth Rayner courses. So, I alluded to this in an earlier video. If when I say we play some nice courses in the Met area, we get to play some nice courses. So both Seth Rayner courses, there's a 4-ball I'm trying to get myself into, and then there's the Long Island Senior Open. So really good events. So I'll play those 2 events and probably do another check-in video like I did last year, a season wrap-up, figure out my scoring average. I haven't been able to use the swing speed system this year because I can't swing it inside, and I didn't want to be really swinging it out there at Bethpage because they have a junior camp, and I'd sort of be in everybody's way. But I'll probably get back into that next season. But I'm hitting the ball well. I'm hitting the ball really well. My scoring is not showing it, but hopefully I can do things to get the ball, hit the ground running a bit more. I'm trying to incorporate some of those things that Alex Evans has been doing with Paul Waring, the Biff, in their recent videos about just getting ready for short game prep and stuff, and that stuff seems great, like putting yourself under a bit of pressure. And some of the putting things I was doing already, but the chipping things are quite nice. So you've probably seen some video of me hitting wedges here, just me trying to hit 40, 50-yard wedges, which was a bit of a weak, which is, if I'm not doing a few things like, keeping my left wrist stable, and, just keeping my weight on my left foot, I tend to have difficulties with that yardage, which I was having. So I just work on those, hitting drivers, trying to hit more greens. So we'll do a check-in depending on how, I'll definitely do a check-in, but then see how many more, I can hopefully get in 2 more events. If not, I'll get in 1 for sure I've signed up for. There you go. As always, can't really think of what else to say. I'm just going to keep plugging away and doing this stuff. Like, I'm playing, I'm not going to stop. So many people do these channels and they stop and they start, or they a bunch of YouTubers go and they go and play in tournaments, and I'm not trying to say they're not good golfers. I'm just trying to say how hard it is sometimes to play tournament golf. It sounds so easy, it's just a tournament, but it's really different. It's a lot of fun, but it's definitely challenging. It's one of the most challenging things I've ever tried to do. So, and coming from a history of having a lot of competitive golf under my belt, maybe not at a elite level, but I played Canadian junior level and provincial level golf. So I'm pretty confident I can get it back together, and bring the rounds that I'm doing in my practice rounds or my regular rounds to a tournament. I'm playing quite well. So, if you want to know what I did to lower my handicap, just go through my videos, mental and short game work, a bit of conditioning, stretching, and then, like I said, just going on YouTube, see what I can find out, and then augmenting that with the odd lesson here and there. My lesson with George Gankus was gleaned from YouTube. It was fun, in a funny way. So, or 2 lessons, and they've been really helpful. So there you go. Just thought I'd do State of the Nation. So I'll probably do another video at the end of the year, and then maybe give some updates on when I'm heading up to Canada again, and then maybe I'll try to do videos up there in the fall. I don't know what the weather will be like, but yeah. All right. Thanks so much for anybody subscribing. I think over 100 subscribers now. It's really fun. Yeah, well, we're still just doing the same thing, practicing and playing tournaments. Good to be doing that with everything that's going on. So hope you're safe, and as always, we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.